Following the conclusion of the Lateran Treaty in 1929, the black nobility were given dual citizenship in Italy and Vatican City. This gave the black nobility full unrestrained access and unchecked power to use the Vatican as their covert business entity, installing the Black Pope and forming the Holy See Corporation, while shrouded in the veils of secrecy and fronted by the White Pope and those wearing holy robes, purporting to be men of God to the religiously devoted. A top objective of the Vatican mafioso control was accumulating and concealing vast amounts of wealth from global criminal activities when deposits were made in the Swiss and Vatican bank accounts. These funds are used for money laundering and funding the overall objectives of the One World Order in favor of these satanic ruling elites. It is rumored that many prominent political figures across the globe have bank accounts with unfathomable wealth earmarked for funding and carrying out the objectives of the Satanic Council and the black nobility, whom are enmeshed within every political, financial, and governmental decision that greatly impacts the state of the nations across the globe. Recent news reveals that Switzerland had bought the rights of the company connected to the current backdoor voting system used globally, as well as evidence of signed affidavits and testimony given about Italy's involvement to manipulate recent elections in the United States.
Pay attention.
This goes straight up to the black nobility, Jesuits, and the Vatican, which illustrates this point perfectly. The Vatican remains a massive power and global control center for running the One World Order pedophilia operations for satanic rule throughout the controller pillars of society, which is overseen and managed by the black nobility and bloodline families.
Listen!
This particular satanic agenda goes back to 2,000 years ago, when the Black Sun Draconians retaliated by infiltrating the Greek sacred texts in Rome to build the Church of Rome. Thus, mocked the Christos mission and spread their violent religious rhetoric through the mind control worshipping of the false Jesus crucified in a satanic blood sacrifice.
Matu?
The Vatican City in Rome is one of the Black Sun entity's main control bases and global headquarters. It is the spiritual center used for carrying out the satanic ritual and operations for gaining wealth and material power for the globalist Luciferian bloodline families and funding their satanic agendas.
Spiritual
The top
center.
power echelon in the Vatican is secretly working with the international criminal cabal government groups, the Jesuit military orders, and the Luciferian bloodline families together called the globalists to carry out blood sacrifice rituals and child trafficking in order to nourish the satanic forces on the planet.
Loosh.
These elaborate satanic rituals are meticulously well organized to directly communicate and interact with the Antichrist forces, mainly non-human entities.
Listen.
Through black magic sorcery, human sacrifice, and blood harvesting, they receive detailed instructions from the off-planet Antichrist forces to carry out the next moves for their One World Order agenda. These black magic rituals, with child sacrifices, go back to the Na invasion and the introduction of the Kabbalah teachings, when the artificial tree of life and demonic hierarchies were presented in Babylon by the Saturnian blood worshippers. This spiritual template is still being used by Satanists and Luciferians worldwide. It is their religion. Some believe they are the descendants of superior alien gods, and through the practice of blood ritual sacrifices, it gives them the means by which to contact demonic entities and their spiritual masters.